we're going to go over interoperability tools. So I'm going to show you where you can get the tools from very quickly. Okay. So you want to go to the Autodesk website and you want to log into your account, as you could see what I did right here. And then you want to go to products and services. I'm showing you where you can download the plugin. And from past tutorials, you know I like to get straight to the point. Okay, so we're looking for Revit. Now you want to go click on Revit, and then you want to scroll down here where it says View Details. And then you want to select the version of Revit that you have, and then you want to go down, and let's see, you want to click on Extensions. Click on Extensions, and then you're going to see a host of extensions that you can download and install into Revit. Okay, we're looking for interoperability tools. You want to download this one here, so you're going to go over to the right, click download, and the one at the bottom, interoperability tools, model checker, configurator, and you want to download that also. And once you download that, you can install it, go through the prompts, install it into your Revit. If you have any problems, you can email me and I'll show you how to contact me. Don't worry about a thing. Also, if you're in a firm, you're a BIM manager, or you need Revit help, it's an emergency, just reach out to me. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now, using interoperability tools, I'm going to show you one aspect of it now, and I can show you this entire ribbon at another time. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a health check on the model. It can be any model you have. And this is good to run a health check on a model because it lets you know what state the model's in, especially when you want to hand it off to your client or you want to hand it off to one of your consultants, the structural engineer, MEP engineer, etc. So you want to click on interoperability tools that you see here, and you want to go over into setup. Click setup. Okay. So now what it says is Autodesk Model Checker for Revit. Now what we want to do is scroll down and we want to utilize the public library. Click on Revit 2025 Best Practices. We're going to use one that's already been developed. Click OK. OK. And now you want to expand these options to see what is going to be checked. Model performance, model settings, external files, datums, levels, rooms, spaces, areas, etc. Let's start here so you know the process. Okay, and what you can see here is the current check set file, what it's referring to. Okay, now we're going to click Save and Close, and then we're going to go over into Run. You're going to click on Run now here. And then what you see here is you can add additional models. We're going to click off of that. And what we have, check the models to be checked, and that's the one that we have right now. Right now I have a 3-family commercial space model that I was working on. It's going to check that. Okay, so now you want to click Run Report. And this may take a moment depending on how large your file is. Sometimes it may take 60 seconds, sometimes it may take 10 minutes to 15 minutes, depending on how large your file is and what you've actually specified to be checked. And also, what plays a factor in how long this will take is if you're also checking linked files. So say, for example, you have an architectural Revit model and you want to check structure, MEP, civil, security, plumbing, different Revit models, it can actually do that as well. Okay, so it's going through the process and this takes a second. And what you're going to see while this is going on, I'm going to go over to the website so you can reach out to me if you need help. Okay. So while this is running, what I'm going to show you is I've revamped the entire website. So you want to go over to bglatitude.com. I'm going to place the link down below the video. You go to bglatitude.com, and for now, you scroll all the way down. This is one of the projects that I'm working on. You scroll, and there's offerings from architecture, structure, MEP, all the way to IT services, digital twin, etc. If you're working on a firm, you need help, reach out to me. I'll put my team on it and I'll also be managing it. So you want to scroll all the way down and you can see the selection here where it says BIM Revit instruction tutorial. Click there. Okay, and now once you arrive to this window, it says BIM Revit instruction tutorial. And essentially, it does not matter where you are starting, what level of Revit you're at. Reach out to me and I will teach you the steps from ABC, from beginner all the way to advanced, all the way to a programmer. If you want to program plugins and you want to learn Dynamo, I can take you through those steps from architecture to structural engineering as well as MEP. And that's one of the things I focus on, is I teach all three disciplines in Revit. So you want to scroll down to the bottom where you see here, select time. So once you select time, you can specify when you'd like help. And this is in 1 hour intervals. You click your time, you go over to here, say whichever time slot that's available. You click there. See it says tutorial event, add to cart. Now once you add that to cart, you want to check it out. Okay, now once you check out that slot where I can tutor you and I can show you how to use Revit from architecture to structural engineering as well as MEP, I can take you from the beginner stage to intermediate as well as advanced. All you do is you just click pay now, you set up the time, and I'll be notified, and then I'll see you on the back end and I'll flush out in that time slot whether you want it, if you want an entire day or you want me to teach an entire BIM department or new people that are arriving in your company and you don't have anyone on staff to do it. Reach out to me, specify the time you want, and I will take you through whatever steps that you need your new employees to learn. Also, I have an extensive team based in the United States and also in other time zones outside of North America. If you need help, because I have customers that are in Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Europe, Africa, Canada, etc. No matter where you are, I've extended my network and I'll have someone that can be in your time zone or that can meet you at your time zone and teach you primarily in English. I'm adding Spanish and other languages, but that's for future development. Okay, so now let's check on this. And you see, this takes a moment. It takes a moment, and it may take 15 minutes. So in terms of scheduling time to meet with me, that's the process. You go there, you finish out, you put in all your information, you press the pay button, and then I'm notified. I'll prepare, and also you can shoot me an email. I'll prepare for the things you just tell me. What is it that you would like to learn? And then 24 hours, I'll prepare for that session. And then at the time you specified, I can take you through each step. No matter what stage you're at a beginner or you're at advanced stage, I'll explain the entire process when it comes to Revit. I've worked in architecture firms, on high-rise buildings, train stations, as well as airports, presidential libraries, museums, etc., etc., etc. So that's working in architecture firms, structural engineering firms, as well as MEP engineering firms on data centers. Okay, so here we go. It took a moment, and so what you could see is that the health of this particular model is at 76%. That's not too good. Okay, so now this is the byproduct of this entire process, and we could see, let's scroll down. Revit Model best practices. Okay, we could see here, this is what it checked. And what I want to do is I want to skip to where it's red. Okay, levels and grids. There's an issue with the levels and grids. Okay, because it's red, it didn't pass. You can see external fouls, we have 100%. That's good. Okay, and what you can see right here where the X is, that's letting you know where you need to focus on in order for it to have a score in the green, 80% and above. Before you hand off your Revit file, you would like to have it in the green territory where it's 80% above, close to 100%. So levels and grids on wrong work set. And here we go. And so all you have to do is go in and fix that. I'm creating a plugin where all you have to do, it's a plugin called Hypertecton. You click on the Hypertecton plugin and then you see where your errors are and you click that button and it'll actually fix most of it for you. That'll be out soon in the next couple of days. Okay, so I'm showing you here, views, issues, Navisworks export view. Here there's issues, so it's going to show you how to improve your score. Duct families that are connected. Then we have here piping systems, electrical systems, all of the areas where you need to improve. Okay, and what you could do also is you can save out this report and then send it to your client, especially when it's time to hand over your model to construction. It's going into construction as well as facilities maintenance. These reports are critical when you hand over your Revit file. Right now what I want to do is I want to save it in another format so you can see. Okay. One moment. And let's say we're just going to save it at the desktop. Okay. Now, this entire report is saved in a website format. Very easy to share. On an intranet, you can upload it to your own website. And if you had this process check other files that are linked to it, then you would have additional tabs. You would have additional tabs showing here. This concludes how to check the health of your model using the Interoperability Tools downloaded from the Autodesk website add-in section. See you on the next tutorial. And one last thing. Thank you to everyone who downloaded the files, that purchased the tutorial files. My friends in Saudi Arabia, my friends in Mexico, my friends in Texas, my friends in Boston. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Every time you specify a time to meet with me, for me to go over the learning of Revit and other software, I will add in Revit models as well as other plugins and other Dynamo scripts that will allow you to be at the top of your game. This whole approach is called Hypertecton, and I'm here for you. Reach out to me. Let's go.